Well, howdy there, Internet people, it's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about Trump and the GOP refusing to hold budget talks with Democrats as the clock ticks down to a government shutdown. Congress has until 11:59 p.m. September 30th to find a solution or the government will shut down. Recently, Trump reportedly told Republicans, quote, "Don't even bother dealing with them." He was talking about the budget. Whether or not that was a good idea remains to be seen. Republicans should have noted that Trump didn't seem to understand how Congress works. When describing his reasoning for the statement, he said, quote, "We have to get Republican votes. That's all." Then, when he was asked about how Republicans don't have the votes on their own, he said, quote, "No, we're going to do probably a continuing resolution, or we're going to do something. So, we're going to do something." That would still need more votes than Republicans have in the Senate. Well, at time of recording, doing something in this case seems to be pushing forward with a continuing resolution that may or may not be clean and may or may not have additional security funding attached. Attaching the additional security funding in this way would be a method for Republicans to try to say that Democrats don't want judges to have security. Reminder, for people who don't understand Congress well, there is no reason to attach a non-controversial bill like security for judges to a controversial one like a continuing resolution with no negotiation, except to manipulate voters. This is a trick that truly both parties are guilty of from time to time. Last night, while speaking from the floor, Senate Minority Leader Schumer said, quote, "Our position remains this. We want to keep the government open by engaging in bipartisan negotiation, where we can address some of the grave harms Donald Trump has caused to our healthcare system and help Americans with the cost of living." All indications are that the Democratic Party is trying to protect Medicaid and the ACA. Some Republicans have already indicated they believe they've made an error with the health care cuts. But now, with Trump saying not to deal, they'll choose to obey him rather than help their constituents. Schumer also started the process of assigning blame for a shutdown, saying, quote, "When Donald Trump said on Fox News that Republicans don't even bother dealing with Democrats, then he's responsible for making a shutdown more likely." The fact that Trump's understanding of the Senate may be off might not actually be the biggest problem for Republicans. In fact, their bigger problem might be on the other side of Capitol Hill. There are growing signs that a small faction of Republicans in the House are opposed to the clean resolution, seeing it as a continuation of too many of Biden's policies. They can only afford two defections. Well, Republican Warren Davidson of Ohio, Marjorie Taylor Greene of Georgia, and Thomas Massie of Kentucky have indicated their opposition publicly, with two of them saying they're no votes. There are likely others who aren't talking publicly yet. We'll see what happens this week, but Congress is running out of time faster than people think because there's a break coming up. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.